What's going on, everyone? This is Eric back again with Auto Replay. I guess I'll keep it going for a little bit. I'm over here back with this 2008 Dodge Nitro. You see it right here, yeah. And started driving it because I just got this like in March or whatever and never really tested the heat out. And I noticed that the heat just not blowing. It's just not coming through the vents that good. So I know the blower motor works because the AC works good. And I know it's switching from cold to hot because I could feel the actual switch over inside, you know, because I watched the video. They're saying there's an actuator door that actually switches it in. It's like a flap door, and I could feel from the inside that's doing it. So I'm gonna take a look at it. I'm gonna let it cool down. I just was driving it, and I'm gonna flush the heater core. So I'll show you how to do that. It should probably take like 5 minutes or something like that. And I got some extra antifreeze, and then we go from there. Okay. Then I got something I'm probably gonna do with that Mercedes back there. I'm thinking about, I may do a giveaway, just give it away if anybody wants to take on a project, because I really want to get back into kind of, I don't know if I want to flip cars or anything like that. I'm trying to really think about really what I want to do. I'll let y'all know. All right, so this thing's kind of hot still. I kind of opened it up with a rag. You should never open it up hot, obviously. But I was gonna let it kind of get the pressure off. I gotta show you how cheap I am. I got a cardboard box of material right here because I'm gonna take these heater hoses loose back here and the clamps and everything. And if all that's gonna be spilling out, I don't want that on my coil packs and spark plugs and connectors. So I want all that coolant to kind of rush down in here and get away from the engine. I got my tool right here that's going to take them clamps off if I need be. I mean, I may just take a pair of channel locks, but I'll show you. Let me get this out, man. I don't see how YouTubers do it with one hand, bro. I mean, it's hard. Anyway, here's the tool right here. Like, you slide it, and you know, let me see. All right, I'm trying to do this with my left hand, but here's the handle of the tool, and there's the clamp, and you know, basically you squeeze it here and it squeezes down. The cool thing about it locks it in place, so everything's locked on this gear right here. And to release it, you just release it here, and that release it there. See, so it's a cool tool for some hard to reach hose clamps. I may try them on this. I may not even worry about it. May just get some channel locks and take them off and get them working this way, and then we'll go from there. So I got a pair of channel locks right here. You can see it's just as easy to get them in there and grab them here and then just pull that back. I mean, that's pretty dang simple. But that other one is good, hard to reach in case you got Benzes. So basically, yeah, just take them loose, and then I'm gonna work these loose, and then we'll look at flushing it, because I believe I seen the video. I'm gonna take a garden hose, I'm gonna flush it and hook it up this way, flush it out that way, then I'm gonna put the garden hose on this opposite side up here and flush it back this way, and then kind of keep going back and forth until we get the heater core cleaned out. See if that helps it out. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to grab the actual hose itself and just loosen it, break the seal because it's been on there, and just wiggle it back and forth like this. I've already done this side, and that'll help get it to come off, you know. I'm just going to be cautious because it is very, very hot. I did get the cap off. I mean, I think I may let it sit for a couple more minutes and before I pull all this out, and then we'll flush out, go from there. All right, so I got this side hose loose, and I just kind of stuck it right here for now. Get it out the way. I'm gonna break the seal on the other one, get that one out of the way. All right, so it looks like got them both loose. This should, like I said, take 5 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and hook up water hose to the left side, flush it out the right side, then reverse it, and then reverse it back again. Let's see what happens. See this, get it going. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute. There we go. Doesn't look like a lot of sediment in there, so we'll see. And that's one side. Let's do the other side. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this until it gets clear. It's starting to get a little clearer now. So I'm gonna do the other side now. Get this side going. Then we're gonna hook everything back up. So I've been doing this about 10 times now. I've noticed that the flow has started coming a lot better. Like, I can definitely tell this must be the in, this is the out, but the flow is definitely getting better on this side, because at first it wouldn't come out on this side as well. I'll be pushing and you can just tell it wasn't flowing. Hopefully I'm not getting water inside, but I can definitely see it is flowing a lot better. Oh yeah, there's definitely sediment coming out. I'm gonna show you. Cause I was looking, I was like, man, I think I see something, and all this right here has been coming out that heater core. I mean, just little chunks of it, you know, going back and forth. So I'm gonna just keep going with it and flush it all out. But you can see all this residual all down there. I mean, that was all inside of it. So probably needs a radiator flush too, but let's just try this for now. All right, so I got my fluid transfer hose contraption. Got a hose stuck in this part, and then the other part in this good old Super Tech pre-diluted antifreeze coolant, ready for any model. Should be fine. I mean, hell, it's a Dodge Nitro, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead, we're gonna put some in until we get it flowing out of this side right here, and we have nothing but antifreeze. Then we'll hook up the lines, run the car, make sure it bleeds everything, then we're good to go. All right, I'm pretty sure I'm flowing antifreeze now, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop this, and then we're gonna hook those lines up. All right, so I'm gonna crank this thing back up, let it turn on full heat, let it all get all the air out the coolant system, and then we'll go from there, see if it fixes it or not, you know? And we should start seeing this flowing, you know what I mean? I may need to do a radiator flush too, but for what it's worth, I figured let's try that heater core, and we'll go from there. Make sure we ain't got no leaks or nothing, you know? But you'll see it start kind of flowing. Even after doing that spark plug, I still have a miss. You may see it jumping a little bit here. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. Maybe from back here you might be able to see it. It's got a little miss. You can probably see it right there. Yeah, you see it off those. That's the engine jumping, you know what I mean? I think I need new spark plugs in this, which would be easy. All right, so conclusion, probably helped a little bit, but now it kind of really gets hot. Like, I had to hit the gas a little bit and it got hot, you know what I mean? It's definitely hot. It's warmer here now. Now, will it stay that way? I need to find out. I don't know if I got a weak water pump or a heater control valve that's just stuck, closed, or something like that. So let me do some research, so I'll hit y'all back. But that's how you flush your heater core. I mean, for sure. I mean, take the hoses off, flush it out. But I probably need to flush the whole coolant system, I'm thinking, because I'm wondering if it's got sediment in the radiator and other places, is it just getting clogging that heater core back up again? Probably, you know. So I'll catch y'all next one, man. But let me know what y'all think, if I should give that car away right there, that 2001 Mercedes SLK 320. Should I give it away to another YouTuber that will finish it, you know what I mean? Or put a little work into it, or just give it away to somebody? I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it. I'm still trying to let it think in the back of my mind, or should I go look and see if I can go flip a car real quick, you know? Make $500, you know what I mean? So I would be interested in that, depending on what it needs, you know what I mean? So I'll catch y'all next one. Thanks for checking in. Oh, I forgot, I probably need to make sure all the air is out of the system. So I'm gonna let it cool off, recheck it, maybe add a little bit more antifreeze. It may be a little air in that system.